We have talked about 354 YouTube videos a girlfriend who waited 47 days, then dropped an entire digital archive the day after Valentine's Day. We asked how she got those videos. We asked why now. We asked where the kids were in all of this. Then we heard from Polo. And Polo dropped facts that made this whole story twist in a new direction. He said the body was moved before EMTs arrived. He said blood was on the guardrails, not where they found him. He said 4 people were in that car, not 2. He said Tyrone didn't jump. He was pushed. And then he hinted at something bigger. Something coming. Auntie Tasha had an important announcement at 7 p.m. What could it be? What new piece of this puzzle is about to fall into place? Before we go on, this is True Crime Unraveled, and we are about to find out. To everyone watching on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok, we see you. We read every comment, every theory, every time you tag a friend and say, you have to hear this. Keep it coming. This case is moving, and your voices are part of that movement. Now let's get into it. Before we talk about the announcement Natasha Davis had to share, let's catch you up on where this case stands. 2 months. Almost 2 months since Tyrone Dro Davis Jr. was found dead under the Archer Road Bridge. 2 months of questions. 2 months of conflicting stories. 2 months of a family waiting for answers that never come. The girlfriend, Lulu, has given 3 different versions of what happened. First, he fell at a gas station. Then, he jumped out the car going 25 miles an hour. Then he stepped out and never looked back. Polo went to the scene. He stood at the Circle K where Lulu claimed she parked and watched the EMTs arrive. He proved it's impossible. The EMTs came from the opposite direction. Mathematically, her story doesn't work. Polo also revealed that 4 people were in that car. 4, not 2. And that's why detectives won't answer one simple question. What side of the car did Lulu get out of? Because the answer would expose the truth. The body was moved before EMTs got there. Blood was found on the guardrails, not where they finally placed him. The scene was contaminated. Evidence was disturbed. And through all of this, Gainesville Police Department has done what? Nothing. They told the family they haven't even reviewed the evidence. 2 months. Evidence untouched. So when Auntie Tasha teased an important announcement, the internet leaned in. What could possibly change this stalled investigation? And here's what she announced. The Davis family is hiring a private investigator. Not thinking about it. They've already found one. A high-profile investigator with over 20 years of experience.
So we did have some important news that we would like to share with everyone, and we hope that you guys are on board. So I will sit over here in a second with Natalie so we can go ahead and give y'all the news. Was she coming in? Y'all just put up?
We're missing out there.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyhow, I just want to say this. We are excited. First, I want to share the important news that we got with y'all. So first thing first, I was like all these people on here, Vicky, Michael, Sonya, everybody. Anyhow, so I'm going to say this. We have been going almost into 2 months and sort of at a standstill. A lot of speculation, a lot of this, a lot of that. We also know we got some bloggers that are positive, standing with the Davis family, that's jumping on board, getting involved. We have a lot of people all around the world. They leaving comments that want to be involved. Justice for Dro, justice for Dro. Anyhow, we have came up with a solution to go higher, to find justice for Dro. I want to say thank you to Tina Blunt Hughes. Mrs. Hughes took it upon herself to reach out and find the number one thing that a lot of you asked us about, and that's a private investigator. So she did a research. She also shared the information with the Davis family on the research. We are ready to go higher. We have a private investigator who willing to take this case. He has did research on the case. He have already started working, but we know that comes with the price. So I just want to get on here to say this. We ready to go higher. I know a lot of people was asking why y'all don't have a private investigator, why y'all haven't moved forward to get involved or create an account. So we decided as a family, it's time. It's past due time, but we are going higher. So those of you who are willing to help us fund this private investigator, his background, over 20 years of experience, and he's willing to get aboard, we are asking everyone that's willing, nothing too small or too big. He does have a goal to meet to move forward as far as the private investigator is concerned. I'm excited because I know that we come together. Those of you who really want justice for Dro, please assist the Davis family in getting justice for Dro by making whatever contribution or donation you want to have towards the cause of a private investigator. I also want to say this, Natalie is going to get on now because we haven't set up a GoFundMe account. Just so you know, we do have other means at this moment of payment to the private investigator. We love y'all. We thank y'all for standing with us. And at this point in time, in the midst of our bereavement, and some people may feel like, you know, why y'all ain't been do that or this and that. There's no excuses that need to be said, but for our family, we try to do our best of what we know or the resources we try to take different avenues to come across so we can seek justice for Dro. And it does come to a standstill or a dead end wall where you cannot move unless you have the financial help and the financial means to go ahead and go forward. And I don't get so emotional with this because I said to our family, we're gonna let the people know. It's a lot of people that understands what it's all about. Nothing for our personal gain, nothing for any other means but justice for Dro. So we asking those of you who really want to come aboard, please assist in this movement, justice for Dro. We have a private investigator. He's ready to move, and we're just gonna move forward to go higher so we can have what is necessary for us to go take it to another level between both counties.
He's already done research on the case. He's already started working. A woman named Tina Blunt Hughes took it upon herself to find him. She did the research. She made the connections. She brought the option to the family. And then she made the first donation to get it started. This is not a maybe. This is happening. So why did it take 2 months to get here? Natalie Davis answered that question straight up. We were trying to have faith in the justice system. We were trying to have faith in the police department to do what they're supposed to do, what our tax dollars pay them to do. Faith. That's what they had. Faith that detectives would investigate. Faith that supervisors would supervise. Faith that the system designed to find truth would actually find it. But faith ran into reality. They called the detective. They called the supervisors. They called the chief of police. They called the lieutenant. And every time they got the same response, we'll get back with you. 2 months. No updates. No answers. No investigation. Even the police report, the official document, had inaccurate information on it. Inaccurate. On an official record. About a death.
So, I wanted to let you guys know that I know a lot of people have reached out to us asking, what is the update? Where are the updates? What's going on with the case? From the time this situation occurred, we've been 100% transparent. We've put out a lot of information. And there's a lot of people that's saying, why aren't you guys giving us updates? We can only give you guys what we have. And originally, the reason we delayed in getting the private investigator was because we were trying to have faith in the justice system the way it is. We were trying to have faith in the police department to do what they're supposed to do what our tax dollars paid them to do. However, unfortunately, that's not the case. Gainesville Police Department is not giving us answers. We have spoken to the detective. We've spoken to the supervisors. We've spoken to the chief of police, the lieutenant. They keep telling us they'll get back with us. They'll give us an additional update. We have not received any updates. We have not received any additional information. And even with us being understanding to the fact that this is an open investigation, it is pending. So there is limited information that they can disclose. They aren't giving us anything. They are not doing a thorough investigation. Even down to the police report having inaccurate information on it, it's clear that the investigation is not being done thoroughly. And that is what prompted us to go ahead and move forward and get the private investigator. Unfortunately, Polo has done more than the police department. Polo has went out, him, Mom Black. We want to thank you guys, Lay Rich, Nina Johnson, Gigi, all of the different blogs and individuals who have been doing research on the case, going out, hitting the streets, talking to people, actually doing investigations. We appreciate it because they've been able to find more information than the detectives had. The detectives are telling us they haven't reviewed evidence, and it's been over 2 months. It's really just a lot for us. So we've literally been trying our best to do what we can. As a family, we're coming together. We're not asking for you guys to handle everything. We are working as one movement. Like my uncle said at the funeral, one band, one sound. We work in unity. We have already started working with the PI. We've already started it. We're asking you guys if you're willing to support, if you're willing to help. For all of those who have asked, how can we help? How can we support? My phone number was released when we were doing the shirts. Everyone's saying, what do we do with the money for the shirts? We did not make a profit off those shirts. If you guys go back and look, we sold those shirts for the price that the vendor sells them for. We were not making a profit. It was about spreading awareness. It was about getting the message out there. But we will continue to fight this fight. We are not letting go. We are not giving up. We are not laying down. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever, until we have justice for Dro. And it's just us dealing with the fact that Dro's not here. Until then, we will continue to fight. We will continue to push. We will continue to do whatever must be done until we get the answers we need. For everybody who is asking how you guys can help, how you guys can support the movement, how you guys can assist us in paying the fees for the private investigator, I will post my information on her page, on this page. I will send you guys the link. If you guys inbox me or inbox Natasha, we'll send you guys the Zelle information as to how we are going to pay for the PI. We will continue to give you guys update again. We are trying to be transparent. We are trying to include you guys because we opened up our life to you all. When we did that original live, asking for your opinion, asking for your input, we did that because we needed the world's support, and we continue to need the world's support. We are not superhuman. We are not extraordinary. We are regular people who have regular lives, but we love on each other. We love on our family, and right now we are fighting for our family. We want answers. We need to know what happened. There's a lot of things that are unknown. There's a lot of things that are unanswered, a lot of questions that are not answered. There's a lot of people on here right now. So if you guys are willing to help, we appreciate it. Even if you guys don't have it financially to help, we still appreciate it. We thank you for the prayers. We thank you for the love. We thank you for the support. I got a whole new internet family. I have new internet cousins and new internet aunties, and we appreciate each one of you all in the roles you play, no matter what that may be. If it's a donation, if it's a prayer, if it's a phone call, if it's an inbox, if it's information, whatever you guys can contribute to this, we appreciate it. We will continue to fight this fight. We are not letting go. We are not giving up. Thank you, Polo. Thank you, Mom Black. Thank you, Nina Johnson. Thank you, Lay Rich. Thank you all for fighting with us. Thank you, Gainesville. Thank you around the world, the United States, other countries. We've gotten outpour of love from all around the world, and we appreciate it because as a family, we know that there are power in numbers. We know that there is strength in numbers, and we will continue to stand strong. We will continue to fight this fight, and we want all of you guys to continue to fight with us. I will post my Zelle, my Apple Pay, and my Chime information. We will also post the Cash App where you guys can send any donations. Nothing's too small, nothing's too big. Everything helps. Make sure you guys put in the 4-box Justice for Dro so that we know that this is a donation for this cause. But thank you all, thank you all, thank you all. We love you all, and we appreciate all of the support.
It's clear the investigation is not being done thoroughly. That's not speculation. That's a family reading the report about their own loved one and seeing mistakes. Meanwhile, volunteers found more than the police. Polo, Nina Johnson the paralegal, regular people with cameras and questions. They hit the streets. They talked to people. They did investigations. And they found more than the Gainesville Police Department. So faith in the system is over. Now they're funding their own justice. A private investigator changes everything. Here's what he's likely to examine. First, the crime scene. or what should have been treated as a crime scene. The body was moved. Evidence was disturbed. Blood was on the guardrails, not where they found him. A good PI will go back to that bridge. He'll look at the angles. He'll measure the distances. He'll find out where Tyrone actually landed. Second, the timeline. That 50-second window police keep mentioning. For people in the car. Where did they go? What did they see? What did they do in those 50 seconds? Because Polo said it plain. 50 seconds in a car is a long time. Long enough for a lot to happen. Third, the witnesses. People who heard Tyrone at the scene. People who saw the car. People who know the 4 people in that vehicle. The PI will find them. He'll talk to them. He'll get statements that actual detectives should have gotten 2 months ago. Fourth, the financial trail. That $250,000. The phone. The credit cards. The YouTube channel. Who had access? Who benefited? Who controlled the narrative? Fifth, the inconsistencies. 3 stories from Lulu. A best friend who won't go on camera. A mother who isolated the father's family. An obituary that put the kids at the bottom. A PI doesn't have to play politics. He doesn't have to protect the department. He has one job, find the truth. This changes the direction of the whole story. For 2 months, the Davis family has been reacting, waiting on calls, waiting on updates, waiting on a system that never moved. Now they're acting. A private investigator means they're not waiting anymore. They're gathering their own evidence. They're building their own case. They're becoming their own advocates. And here's what that means for everyone else. If you know something, the clock is ticking. Because a PI doesn't have a quota, he doesn't have a caseload of 50 other investigations. He has one focus, Tyrone Davis Jr. He's going to find the people who were in that car. He's going to find the people who heard Tyrone fighting for his life. He's going to find the blood on the guardrails. He's going to find the truth that's been hiding in plain sight. And when he does, the narrative that's been protected, the accident narrative, the jumped out of the car narrative, the nothing to see here narrative, it's going to collapse. Now, let's talk about the funding. The family has set up multiple ways to donate. If you send anything, put Justice for DRO in the memo so they know it's for the cause. They're not using GoFundme because of the fees. Every dollar that would go to the platform goes directly to the investigation instead. The private investigator charges $175 an hour. There's a minimum number of hours required for him to take the case. They're raising money to meet that minimum. The Davis family is funding their own investigation because the system failed them.
Like he should. So I just wanted to say I'm uber excited that we did find a private investigator to get on board. I also want to let you guys know in the Broward County area or Fort Lauderdale, Florida area, we have a spot in the historical Six Trunk Festival. This is Black History Month. Justice for Dro. We wearing our shirts. We coming out. We marching. We in the parade, and we're gonna show up and show our necessary need of finding justice for Dro. So Black History Month all over the world. When I tell y'all we got to take a stand, like I said, if you stand for something or you'll fall for anything. I'm going to read some of the comments, and it's not for everybody. It's only a positive post for those who are willing to step on board and help. As Natalie said, we appreciate it either way it go. I thank you, Latoya. If let's go justice for Dro. And Sister Nikki, she don't play. She want me to let y'all know the date of the festival is February 28th, Saturday morning from Fort Lauderdale, Six Trunk Boulevard, in that area near Lincoln Park. And I believe the parade goes all the way down to Power Line or 9th Avenue. So we are on the move for that. And soon we will. And we're going to announce it too. We're going back to Gainesville. So we're going up to Gainesville, and we got business to tend to there where we can let them know it is a big deal about Tyrone Davis Jr. It is a big deal in your city. We are a distance from them, but until we get in their face, until we go in there and make a stand, until we go in there and take care of business and let them know y'all can't rest because we can't rest. It's time for us to make a move. So I thank y'all. ask for internal affairs DA constantly. Thank you. And we have reached out to the internal affairs. We have reached out, Amy, the secretary of the state attorney's office. We've reached out to the mayor, Steve Harvey. A lot of y'all have reached out, letters, text messages. So it's not just the Davis family moving. It's everybody that's doing everything that they can to take a stand. And I thank those in Gainesville, not just the ones we're calling out. You have a lot of people in Gainesville that's all over Gainesville doing research. They're getting in their face. They finding out things. They're giving us information. People everywhere are just giving us resources. We thank y'all for that. So I'll let y'all know. I see somebody say pin the Cash App and Zelle. What's the Cash App, Auntie Tasha? So I will for now give Natalie number, but like I said, it's multiple methods of payment if you guys want to take a stand. Thank you, Tina Blunt Hughes. Not only did she research, locate this private investigator, which is a high profile private investigator, she also said, I'm going to make the first donation to the Davis family so y'all can get from at that dead end wall and go higher. So it's time, and I thank you for that. We followed up on that, and that's where it's going for the cause, nothing else but justice for Dro. Tiffany Allen, I thank you too. Standing the board, doing what you do. So these women in the Broward County area, and these are, when I tell you, CEOs, entrepreneurs, business owners, they're stepping up and they're stepping in. So I thank y'all so much for assisting us. Can she open a probate case for his money?
Yes, we are working on that as well.
They're working on that. They're working on that.
And
we have to have the death certificate to get that. We even tried to go through the Glivify, but if you're not 401 as of yet, to have a nonprofit organization under the Justice for Dro, so it's not open as of yet. Without a death certificate, a lot of these things will come into play once we get it, in other words. But we're on it, and I thank you guys, because anybody that knows us, the need will be met, and we don't have to, we'll continue to give you guys updates as we go on and go higher. Natalie had posted her Zelle and Apple Pay at the bottom of the page. So as of now, it's her phone number, our method of payment. And if you want to pay by credit card, you can contact Natalie at that phone number so she can give the information for the private investigator to make the payment directly to him if that's what you choose. But I thank y'all. I come on here before I go. Hold on, the phone is saying like a slow connection.
Here's what I think. The Davis family has been patient. Maybe too patient. They trusted the process. They trusted the police. They trusted that the truth would come out without them having to fight for it. But trust doesn't work when the other side isn't trustworthy. Gainesville Police Department had 2 months. 2 months to review evidence. 2 months to correct an inaccurate police report. 2 months to call a family back. They did none of it. Meanwhile, volunteers found more. Content creators found more. Regular people found more. So now the family is taking control. And that's the right move. A private investigator doesn't have to worry about department politics. He doesn't have to worry about protecting anyone's reputation. He doesn't have to worry about whether the chief of police gets reelected. He has to find the truth. And the truth, according to Polo, has always been there. It's just been covered up, moved, contaminated, ignored. But here's the thing about the truth. It doesn't go away. It waits. It waits for someone to dig it up. It waits for someone to pay attention to the small things. It waits for someone to ask the right questions. The Davis family just hired that someone. So what happens now? The PI starts working, if he hasn't already. He follows the trail. He talks to witnesses. He builds a timeline that actually makes sense. The family keeps pushing. They're marching in the Sistrunk Festival on February 28th. They're planning a return to Gainesville. They're getting in faces. They're making noise. And the rest of us? We keep watching. We keep sharing. We keep asking questions. Because this case is not cold. It's not closed. It's not over. It's just getting started. Here's what I need from you. Keep watching. Keep commenting. Keep sharing. Don't let this story disappear from the timeline. If you know something, anything about what happened under that bridge, send it to the Davis family. Send it to the private investigator. Send it to Gainesville Police Department. But say something. This is True Crime Unraveled. On YouTube, we're at True Crime Unraveled. On Facebook and TikTok, it's True Crime Unraveled TV. Follow us, subscribe, hit the bell, and keep this conversation alive. Drop your theories in the comments. We read every single one. The Davis family is going higher. They're hiring a private investigator. They're funding their own justice. Now it's our turn to make sure they don't climb alone. Justice for Dro.
If y'all have any questions while I am reading the contacts now, I'm willing to answer. We're willing to talk. So God is shifting things around. I thank you. I receive that. Let's get it done. Lulu, if you see this, which I hope you will, I hope every move you make, Tyrone, we're not giving her anything. Yeah, we're not going to give her power. But guess what? She uncomfortable.
It's not about her. This
is straight up a positive move for justice for Dro. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. You confident, Tyrone Davis. Yes, we're going to get there. And I thank y'all. We're going to keep posting, giving y'all updates too. We contacted Mayor Steve Harvey. He said it's in the police hands with the chief director, chief of police, the chief commander. And now we're, like I said, setting up a appointment for the family to go up there and take a stand. So that's what we're working on now. They've reached out to us to we're waiting on a date, but we will keep y'all informed where we can go make a move in the city of Gainesville. I agree, Lynn. His kids are fine. They're with the mom. They have their ups and downs, but I wanted to mention so bad, but it's okay. I'm not even gonna go there about that YouTube channel, so I'll leave it alone. Anyhow, it's no favor done to us. We just want to say to God be the glory. We're gonna stay focused on what needs to be focused on, and that's justice for Dro. Thank y'all for standing with us. Thank y'all for standing by us. People are asking for the Cash App. What is the Cash App?
We're gonna give it to
I'm gonna post.
She's posting it now. I'm so sorry. She's gonna add everything onto my page. The Cash App. I thank y'all. Chime.
I am getting the Apple Pays. Thank you all so much.
Can you add my Chime?
I'm getting Apple Pays already. The same number for Chime.
Oh, the same number is for Chime too. I know Natalie had it. Yes. So 954-297-7503. That's the same number for Chime, for Zelle, and Apple Pay. So if those are the three payments you like to use, Zelle, Chime, Apple Pay, it's Natalie Davis. That's her phone number for all three. And that's Chime, Zelle, and Apple Pay. And she'll be giving you the Cash App in just a second. We appreciate y'all, everybody that's watching. Please tell a friend, go back, share the live. If you're getting on here late, I'm letting everybody know that we decided to go higher, move forward, get a private investigator. Thanks to Tina Hughes Blunt. She reached out, did research to a high-profile private investigator that is going to take the case. Tyrone Davis Jr. He's aware. He's been looking into it. And at this time, we are asking anyone all over the world that are willing to want justice for Dro, help us seek justice for Dro along with the Davis family. We all doing everything we can so we can move forward and get justice for Dro. And as we know, funding costs, we've been at a standstill, but now we're going higher, higher, higher. And we are excited about it. So what is the goal? Sent to on Apple Pay. Yeah, Natalie is getting payments now. So I can tell you. Hold on, what did I just... Okay, so I'm gonna just say this because I'm not really understanding some of the comments saying I don't know if it's negative or positive, but we on positive tonight. So it's justice for Dro, and I thank y'all for willing to go assist us. No, there is no GoFundMe account. We was actually doing it with the funds either go directly into the account or go to the attorney, because the percentage of GoFundMe, they deduct that, but we are trying to go ahead and meet the goal to get to the private investigator so he can take the case and we go from there. So that's the reason why we're handling it this way. But you can best believe if you prayed about it and God led you and God asked you and your heart lined up with that to give, then we'll accept any payment that you receive. So that's all we're asking for, those who are willing, those who have asked to get on board. Like we said, we're not putting a number on nobody, but whatever you give is fine. I won't get distracted. Thank you, Lynn Mom. The Lord power is high. Y'all got this. We don't have time to focus on. You're right, Lucifer. I thank you. I thank y'all for saying that. Justice for Dro. That's what we see. That's what we're seeking, and that's where we're headed to. And just to be clear, to give y'all some information, because I've seen it about 10 times come up. The private investigator, he charged $175 an hour. there is a minimum that needs to be met. There is a minimum that needs to be met.
Minimum number of hours.
A minimum number of hours for him to take the case. But I can tell y'all this, we do have faith, and we've come on one accord and talk, discuss, research ourselves for this private investigator to willing to get out there and get some more information done. And like they say, the more time you waste, the more time is left for things to be whatever, vanished, covered up. But that's what he specialized in. That's what we decided to go with, and we'll keep y'all posted along the way. So I thank y'all. All right, thank you. I will stay focused. God will provide. Do it, God, and we trust in God to do it. So the information is at the bottom of the page. Justice for Dro. It's going to Natalie Davis. That is her account. Zelle, Apple Pay, or Chime, and a Cash App will be coming up shortly. Is there a Zemo? If you would like to pay Zemo, you can contact Natalie because the attorney accepts Zemo, so you can make a payment through that. That's why I said if there is anyone that needs to make a credit card payment or a Zemo payment, it can go directly to the private investigator because he takes that method of payment. So I thank you all, and I'm gonna give it back over to Natalie at this time. Are y'all doing a fish fry? No, we wasn't doing a fish fry.
No,
but we were gonna do this, and we're gonna set a date too.
We want to get together there. We can
y'all want to get together, we could just get together and set something up. But we were gonna get together at Tina Hughes. She has her own business in Fort Lauderdale on 19th Street, where we will have an event out there for the cause, and whatever donations for the cause will actually go directly to help out. So it's different ideas that have been brought to the table, and this is going on soon. So just so y'all know that we're making a move to do different things to get there. I appreciate it, Kai David. Like I said, everything you guys are doing, that speak volumes to us. That speak volumes for us. Be careful with giving the PI information. Who just said that? You're a smart camper.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you.
Whomever just said that. Oh, Kendra Morris, huh?
Thank everybody for the cards. We love them.
Thank you guys for the flyers that you made. We love them. All the flyers that have been coming. I posted one and they called me immediately and said, hey, the date is wrong. The moment I did that, she redid the post and I put it back up there. But all the different posts, we love it with y'all own words and y'all own things. And that's why I say they're gorgeous. We are showing them up, putting them on our pages and everything else. And now I want to go back to Kendra when she said, be careful of giving the PI information out. That's the reason why we decided not to do that, because we don't want him overloaded from distracting of doing his job to say this, that, and other with all kind of people saying their family and calling. It's going way left field. So we're not going to give his information out. But if you are willing to make a credit card payment or a Zemo payment, then you would actually call Natalie, and then she can actually have you to make that payment directly through him. So that's the reason for that. And delay doesn't mean denial. Thank you, Quita. God is working. He's moving on our behalf. I thank y'all. Oh, y'all want t-shirts? That's a good thing. Bug the hell out of our t-shirt guy. His name, I Love It Custom. Antoine, if you over here watching, his number 954-268-7046. Is it 7046?
I'm not sure, but why you supposed to leave?
But I'll post it. I Love It Customs, Antoine, because he ship all over the world. Yeah. He ship all over the world. We keeping our signature shirts. We're going to be at the Six Trunk Festival coming up on the 28th of February, the largest historical Black History Month marching parade, Justice for Dro. We getting out there, being heard, and we're going to march and protest that we want justice for our nephew, for our loved ones. And then our next stop is Gainesville, which we setting the date now with the authorities up there so we can move up on into Gainesville and be heard up there. So we love y'all. His dad and children are doing well. Everybody have their good days, their bad days. But let me tell you, this family, we pump each other brakes. We are pouring into each other. We pouring into each other. After I got out of church yesterday, I had to take a woosah moment. I turned my phone off and I just relaxed. So it's Monday. I'm back charged up. I got energy. I got rest. And now I'm just ready to stay focused on what's needed to be focused on. And that's justice for Dro. Once again, thank y'all. Thank you everybody who's standing with us. I will have the information as far as the Cash App you asked me for. I will also have the t-shirt guy, I Love It Customs, him and his wife, Nikita and Antoine. Love it. They are our t-shirt vendors if you want that shirt. But any shirt that you get is for the cause. So it's one goal, one movement. I thank y'all. We going higher. We going higher. Not only do we have faith in God, but we know also He will send the right people to represent and make a move for this family that needs to be moved, so we can get some answers and get to the bottom of it. So I thank y'all. That's what I came out. Thank you for doing it right now, and we'll post the information. Y'all got anything else before I get off? Anything?
No, that's all. Thank you. We appreciate you. That's all.
1, 2, 3.
Justice for
Dro! All right, y'all. Later.